Can you imagine what it would be like if you knew that you were exactly where you were meant to be and that you were doing exactly what you were meant to do to be in alignment with your highest path and purpose in this lifetime? If so, I hope this video helps. This is Krishanti with Krishantiw.com, and I'm so happy you're here and we can talk about all of this fun stuff. Now, frequencies on the planet are changing, and a lot of us are waking up, and the old way of doing things isn't working anymore. And what tends to happen to a lot of us is we're born into these lives with a mission and a purpose and a plan. But then society gets in and says, no, that's not right. You're supposed to do this, or you're meant to do that. So we do what we're told to do or what we think we're meant to do, and we go astray because of what society says, and we aren't on the path of our highest purpose and what our spirit really wants to come in here and do. It's interesting, my son mentioned this the other day, that the world, he just said it out of the blue, it's so capitalistic. Like, our society is all about money, but the spirit's not like that. The spirit has different values in many cases than what society has. So with the change and the shift in frequencies, and it's like kind of like an up level or an upgrade on the earth, those of us who are waking up are finding that it's really uncomfortable to do the old things or to be in the old way. And it's like there's a calling, but we don't know what it is. Or some of us have a hard time figuring out what we're meant to do, where we're meant to go. I talk to people every day who ask, like, am I meant to be here? Am I meant to be in this job? Like, where am I meant to go? And often the answers are not what they're what they're expecting, but they're not what you would think would be necessarily like practical or ordinary. It's different. So what I found that really helps a lot with being on track with your life purpose is waking up your light body. Now, we're all vessels, we're all spirits in the body. So the body is a vessel for the spirit. But the spirit is comprised of light. And when it comes down onto the earth plane, it's denser and denser, and then here it's very dense. And if you've seen some of the headlines in the news, you know, there's a lot of darkness, or can be a lot of that in the world. So by purposefully and intentionally activating and awakening your light body and bringing more light into your energy field, into your body, into your aura, into your meridians, you will help your spirit guide you towards the path of light and the path that you are meant to be on and in this lifetime. Now, how do you do that? Well, at Krishanti.com, I've got tons of guided meditations, and I have been channeling for a while now. And when I channel, these beautiful beings called the Ascended Masters speak to me. And they're also spiritual avatars and beautiful beings. And if you go to Krishanti.com, there's a series of channeled energy healings. And one of them that I thought was so beautiful, that was just given to me, presented, was called Heart Healing Meditation with the Flower of Light. Now, we call it the Flower of Life, but they called it the Flower of Light, and it was like a geographic symbol, three-dimensional, comprised of light. And when they sent it like into my heart, it opened up those channels. So where does your heart lead you? To what you love. So if you start activating your light body with a meditation like that, it will start to open up those channels, open up your heart with that light, and then more light will start to come into your body and flow in. But to take it a step further, you can do that, but you can do other things too, just on your own. And one of the simplest, most basic, and easiest things to do is to just breathe in light. As a meditation, breathe in the brightest, most brilliant, divine light imaginable. And imagine it going into all of your cells, into your skeletal system, your muscles, your meridians, out into your aura, all throughout your body, circulating all around you. And you do that, you have to do this regularly to build up that light. Be prepared for some reactions and pay attention and notice. Some people will not like the light. It will be very obvious that they can't even look at you. Other people, like babies, children, and dogs, animals, dogs, cats, will gravitate towards you when you're fostering that light. But what that light does, it's the light of your spirit too, bringing in the light from where your spirit comes from. And then that light is like a magnet and it guides you on your path. You just want to keep fostering the light. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and listen to you and follow your heart. And it's as simple as that. You will find the path. It can be challenging along the way. It can be hard. From what clients have told me and what I've experienced, it's hard sometimes to let go of the old, even though it wasn't serving us, to see old friends fade away who aren't in the higher space, to leave behind old paradigms, old thoughts, old places, old ways of doing things. You know, that part can be challenging, but if you trust that your spirit and that light is leading you into greater and greater light, you will be on that path. And it's beautiful and it's healing and it creates miracles. So just try it out. You don't have to even buy the little $15 meditation. You just start breathing in light. But I encourage you to just think about it and try it out. And if you do, put it in the comments. Like what things do you notice? How do people react to you? It's interesting. And then if you document it and you pay attention, you'll see things happening. And you'll also get more signs and more guideposts like leading you on that path along the way. But if there are other things you want me to talk about related to this or anything about intuition or wellness, just email me, ask@krishantiw.com, or put it right here in the comments. I'd love to see more of your requests and things you'd like me to talk about in this area. So I think that sums it up for this video. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.